Hello, welcome to this week's mindfulness practice. If you're new to this space, thank you so much for choosing to practice with me today. My name is Leanna, and I'm so glad that you're here. If you've been here for quite some time, a part of this community, thank you so much for your ongoing support. So grateful for you. And I'm so excited to bring this class to you this week. This practice is a short but sweet flow, a little sequence to really help you just slow down, ground, and connect with your body in where we are in Canada, the season of fall. So slowing down and letting go. But you may be in a season of your life of slowing down and letting go as well. So hopefully this practice can bring you both nourishment and calming to the body all around, and I hope you enjoy it. You won't need anything for your practice today, just your bodies, just your mat. If you would like a pillow for support for some of the postures, feel free to have that handy by your side, or a bolster if you have one. And whenever you're ready, we will begin on our back bodies in reclined butterfly pose. So Supta Baddha Konasana. Can make your way there at your own time. Allow the shoulder blades and the head to release down to the ground, and then we'll bring the soles of the feet together. Knees will draw wide. And the closer your heels are to your sit bones, the more intense this stretch will be. So the further away you push those feet, it might dissipate that inner thigh stretch. It depends on your body, your mobility, and how your body is showing up for you here today. If reclined butterfly doesn't feel supportive, you can always take blocks or pillows under those knees, or you can just come to a tented knee, stepping those feet mat distance and allowing the knees to fall in towards one another. So find your shape here that you would like to ground in for the beginning of your practice. Then when you arrive, you can let those hands rest on your hips, sending love and heat through those palms to this area of the body that we are beginning our stretch and our practice in. Allow those eyes to soften, or those eyes can close down. And begin to just tune in and notice how the body is feeling in this moment. Might you notice where there's a sense of holding, whether that is manifesting in a physical sense or an emotional or mental sense. Just where you're holding on to pressure or tension or heaviness. And taking notice of where this is manifesting in the body, so that we can allow that breath to travel to these areas and offer some release. And then use that same gentle awareness to notice areas in the body that are feeling more open, more spacious, lighter. And again, so that we can use that breath to expand in those areas of space. Begin to notice the gentle rise and fall of your chest, the slow and soft movement of your belly, arriving and noticing how the breath is flowing here in its natural pace. Watching that diaphragm expand and contract with every breath in and every breath out. As you feel that breath move in your body and out of your body, Can you allow yourself to empty completely here? And then together, let's take a slow and deep breath in through the nose, really expanding and filling up. And then through the mouth, let out a slow and soft sigh. Take another deep breath in. Slow breath out. One more just like that. Deep breath in. Slow sigh away. Good. Now allow your breath to fall back to its natural rhythm, a supportive pace to hold your presence here throughout our practice. Slowly guide your hands to the outside of your thighs to draw those legs together. And then come to that tented knee if you're not already there. Step those feet mat distance apart. Allow those knees to fall inwards. Just allowing that inner thigh stretch to dissipate, to land here for a moment in pause and stillness. And then we'll hug those knees into our chest, give ourselves a gentle rock side to side, massage out the lower back, the lumbar. And then plant those feet hip distance apart. Cross that right ankle over your left thigh. We'll stay here in figure 4 today. Use that left hand to encourage that left hip towards the ground. And then you may use that right hand to gently press that thigh outwards. Flex through those right toes and either hold in stillness, or you might shift us side to side. Just doing whatever feels good and intuitive here as you breathe into the right hip, into the glute. Find 3 more rounds of breath. Last 2. Last 1. Nice, those hands can come by your side. Allow those legs to drop to the left. That right foot will stomp into the ground. And as those legs land on the left, allow that gaze to fall to the right if it feels good in the neck. Those arms, they can find a T shape, or perhaps they bend at 90 in a cactus shape. A supine twist variation here, encouraging that right shoulder blade towards the ground as those legs fall heavier towards the left. Breathing here. Three more rounds of breath. Last 2. Last 1. Good. Nice and slowly draw back through center. Uncross that right ankle, plant it down. Feet are hip distance apart. And we'll root down through those feet. They're close enough to our sit bones to reach and tickle the back of the heels. Hands and arms are grounded by your side. Root down through your feet. It's a slow lift of those hips to the sky on your breath in. Squeeze those glutes, squeeze the back body to reawaken that back body. And it's just a gentle bridge shape here, so not necessarily going to your deepest depth. Just pushing the ground away and feeling that back body ignite and reawaken. Take one more breath in. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll back down. Those hips meet the ground last. And we find a moment of pause and stillness. Good, and then we'll take that left ankle, cross it over the right thigh, flexing through those toes, finding our figure 4 sleeping pigeon. Right hand over right hip to encourage it to stay planted. An option to use that left hand to push that thigh out even deeper. Breathing here into the body. Lead with curiosity, becoming curious about this shape, how you can soften into it, how you may fall a little deeper with every breath, how that breath can guide that movement and that depth. Find 3 more rounds of breath here. Last 2. Last 1. Really nice. Those hands release by your side. Allow those legs now to drop to the right. That left foot stamps into the ground. And find your arm placement, whether that's in that cactus shape or T shape, and maybe that gaze falls to the left. And supine twist variation. Encouraging that left shoulder blade towards the ground as those legs fall to the right. You might notice a stretch on the outside of that left glute into the hip as this stretch reaches up the spine into the neck. Allowing gravity to do the effort here for you and finding 3 more rounds of breath. Last 2. Last 1. Really slowly drawing back through center, uncrossing that left ankle and giving your legs a hug and squeeze into your chest. You may take that gentle rock side to side. Option to draw that nose up towards your knees, curling up into a tight ball. 1 more breath in. And on your breath out, releasing that back body down, finding a fetal position on your favorite side, resting there for a moment, using that bottom arm as a pillow, that top arm can hug in. And finding a round of breath here on your side. Good, and then nice and slowly use those hands to roll yourself onto your bellies. Once you arrive, coming to a child's pose, those knees draw wide, toes come to touch, and those arms can rest down towards the top edge of your mat. That forehead may meet the ground. You may use that pillow to rest your forehead down to bring the ground closer to you. Otherwise, allow your body to melt here into the earth. Allowing those hips to sink back deeper, that chest to melt towards the ground. And that spine is melting like a hammock, reaching for the earth. Can you breathe in that thoracic spine, the upper back, the back of that heart? Finding 3 slow rounds of breath here. Last 2. Last 1. Keeping this child's pose, just start to thread that left arm through towards the right, landing on the side of that arm or shoulder, you can turn your gaze towards the right, left side of the head towards the mat, and continue to sit those hips down and back. As that right arm reaches towards the top of the mat, you might walk those hands towards the top left corner, engaging a little bit of a side body stretch along that right side. Breathing here. 3 more rounds of breath. Last 2. Last 1. Nice and slowly walk that right hand back towards the right side and slowly peel that left arm away, coming back to that child's pose. Take a round of breath through center. Good. You may adjust your legs, drawing those knees a little wider, sinking those hips back a little deeper as you thread that right arm through to the left. Right side of the arm, shoulder lands, side of the head lands. As you reach towards the left, that left hand may stay neutral, or you can walk that hand to the top right corner of your mat. And starting to bring in this gentle side body stretch along that left side. Breathing here. Find 3 more rounds of breath. Last 2. Last 1. Nice and gently walk that left hand back to its place. Slowly peel that right arm forward, landing in child's pose for a round of breath. Good, and then drawing yourself to all fours. We'll take this into a puppy pose, so keeping those hips high above your knees. You start to walk those hands even further up your mat, allowing those palms to ground. As those forearms release to the ground, that chin or forehead will come to the ground, perhaps a pillow or a block. And again, allowing that chest to melt towards the ground here, and allowing that back, that spine to really hammock. A little bit of a deeper stretch into the shoulders. And if you do have that pillow handy, bring that under your torso. It might feel supportive. Otherwise, holding here and melting into this shape. Finding 3 more rounds of breath. Last 2. Last 1. Good. Root down through those palms and forearms as you pull your shoulders over your elbows, so coming forward. And then you can just release your belly to the ground, wiggling to your bellies and sliding through or finding a Sphinx pose. So those elbows are stacked under the shoulders. Walk those feet mat distance apart to take the pressure off of your lower back. Rooting down through those palms and those forearms. Can you lift that chest and gaze forward? It's a gentle engagement of those shoulder blades towards one another, a gentle engagement of those glutes. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. 2 more rounds of breath here. Last round. One more inhale. On your exhale, bow towards the ground, chest and forehead come down. Slide those arms under your shoulders, push yourself back to a tabletop. Finding all fours, grounding through table. On your breath in, melt your belly towards the ground, lift your tailbone and gaze to the sky, cow pose. Exhale, push the ground away, round through the back, cat-like spine. Inhale, drops the belly, lifts the gaze and tailbone. Exhale, push the ground away, round through the spine. 3 more rounds here of cat-cow, moving at your own pace with your breath and welcoming any shifts and movements along the way that feel good. Really good. Moving into your last round here. And then finding a neutral position, we'll come to sit on our shins. Alright, so sitting on your shins, using any props for support. Allow that back body to lengthen, the crown of the head to reach to the sky. That gaze can soften or those eyes can close. Bring that right hand to your lap, palm facing up, left hand over top, and allow those thumbs to come to touch. Our Dhyana Mudra, our hand gesture for concentration. And rooting down here, breathing into this moment, breathing in your reason for being here today. And breathing into perhaps an intention or what you are choosing to release throughout this time together. Focusing on that, breathing into it, and feeling it into every fiber of your being. We'll move through the pranayama class or practice here. And what that's going to look like is inhaling for 4, holding for 7, and releasing for 8. Taking this at your own pace. And let's start with a cleansing breath in and out through the nose. Take a breath in. Slow breath out. Then deep inhale for a count of 4. Hold at the top for 7. Release for 8. Good. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4. Hold for 7. Release for 8. Good. Inhale for 4. Hold for 7. Release for 8. One more round. Inhale for 4. Hold for 7. Feel what it feels like to be filled with air. Release for 8. Emptying fully here. Letting go, releasing tension, releasing what you no longer need to hold on to. Letting those shoulders drop. Good. Take a steady breath in through the nose. Easy sigh away. Letting that pranayama go and dissipate and fall away. And welcoming in your natural rhythm and pace. And taking a moment here to check in with how you're feeling compared to the start of your practice. Might you notice a shift in your energy, whether that is subtle or more at the forefront for you? And trusting here that your body took in what it needed during this time. Bring those hands to prayer at heart center, a gentle tuck of your chin. Elongate that neck and allow that breath to flow freely. Finding gratitude for all the past teachings and practices that have come before us, and for this ability to connect here together. Thank you so much for letting me guide you through your practice today, and may the love and light in me shine through to the love and light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that short little grounding, reset grounding practice, and that, yeah, you feel nourished, you feel calm, and just good all around. And I really appreciate you being here. As always, if you want to drop me a comment and let me know how this practice landed, how you're feeling, or where you're tuning in from, or shoot me a message. I really do love hearing from you and connecting with you and seeing your practice grow. If you haven't done so already, please do like and subscribe to my channel. The more likes and subscribes I get, the more my videos reach a greater community. And that's all today. Thank you again for being here, and I look forward to next time. Bye, everyone.